It all started the day my family moved to Colorado. In the military, we bounced around house to house every couple of years, so I was no stranger to moving around. But this time was just different. I wasn't leaving behind a house, I was leaving behind my home. Friends, family, a church that I loved. A place where I had really belonged. It was an incredibly difficult season for my family after my dad retired and we moved out to Colorado. I thought that if I shared my hate and fear and loneliness with them, I would only be making it worse. So I didn't share. I locked up, kept quiet. I was restless and alone. I couldn't sleep. There was a weight on my chest and I could hardly breathe. Nothing got better. No prayers were answered. No God came to rescue me. I cast my Bible aside, believing in that moment that I was truly on my own. Still, I gave it my best try. Tried to make friends with my new community and join the youth group at our new church. But I still felt unwelcome, even there, alone, left on the sidelines, invisible. One morning I was sitting at the piano. My siblings were running through the sunlit doorway to play with friends, and my throat tightened because they were happy, and I wasn't. I tried to smile, but I couldn't. I was trapped in an emotion, trapped and I couldn't escape it. Then came the Sunday. I was at my lowest, dressed pretty and wearing my best smile. Loneliness, worthlessness, hate, fear just festering under the surface. I was a lie, a shell of myself. And that was when the word slipped from the pastor's mouth. Suicide, like an echo in my skull. I shoved it aside because no, that was ridiculous, never me. But the seed was planted, and it took root quickly. Knowing suicide was wrong didn't change the fact that I felt like suffocating each night. I was exhausted. I refused to let my shadow spread to anyone else. That was the moment that I decided that ending my life would be best for everyone. The thought wasn't appalling like I had expected something so morbid to be. Death was a vicious comfort, almost. It felt like an attainable solution to my suffering, something that was actually my choice for once. Unlike this move, unlike all the rejection, unlike the anxiety that haunted my sleep. I was so trapped in my own loneliness, that gnawing feeling of worthlessness, craving an escape, that I almost didn't see Lauren. But she saw me, and she spoke to me, prayed for me. One conversation was all it took to make me hesitate. Just one moment of wondering if maybe someone did care. If maybe there was another way. That moment was all it took to make me pause. I retrieved my Bible, and for the first time in months I opened it, and something in my heart was captured like never before. Maybe it was the depth of my desperation that clung to that sliver of hope. Maybe it was the voice of God himself that told me to just hold on. I was by no means instantly cured of the depression I was drowning in, but from that day on, I didn't taste death in my mouth. It wasn't life that I despised, it was my circumstances. He died so that I could have a future. I couldn't just throw away a gift like that. Life was complicated and messy, but that's part of its beauty. That's how we grow, that's how I grew. I nearly lost my grip, but never again. There's too much to live for.